Storytime request. The skull on your cheek. That guy. Man, that's like unpacking a lot right now. So, let me see if I could try to give you the abbreviated version. I got to give you the scenic route. All right, I feel like I was born to have a lot of patience. I grew up in the projects. We didn't have much, and we shared as much as we possibly could. I got this doohickey here when I was 4. And my father and my uncle, they lived within a block or 2 radius from each other. You know, they were blood brothers. And I guess I was by my uncle's house. And I was watching cartoons and eating some Cracker Jacks. So my uncle had a goddaughter, and she also was about 2 or 3 years older than me. And I'm at 4. I'm just enjoying my popcorn, Cracker Jacks, which I loved at the time. It was a treat, you know, because everybody would just do that Jiffy Pop. Remember that? You had to make the popcorn, and sometimes if you don't get the butter right, it'd just be like butter on one side or whatever. So we all loved Cracker Jacks. So anyway, I had my Cracker Jacks, and I'm just indulging. Let me dabble. As my man Tony Baker would say. Let me dabble. So I'm just sitting there, just holding my box, and I just watching my playmate at the time, my uncle's goddaughter, who shall be named nameless, just wolfing her stuff down, like, you know, like there was no food in her kitchen. There was plenty of food, so I was just sitting there just savoring my little buttery goodness of Cracker Jacks with the little sweet sensation and stuff. And she was like, hey, let me get some of your popcorn. And I, 4 years old, oh so focused, I was like, you ate all of yours. You ain't getting none of mine. And she tried to like house me for it, you know, so we was like in a squabble. And I was like, even though she was much bigger than me, like twice my age and size, I was like, you ain't getting this popcorn. This is my popcorn. You know what I mean? So she turned around and she chomped. She bit my face. Now, I was so mad, you know, because that's really like the only blemish on my face. And I vowed when I got older, I was going to beat the brakes off of this lady. My mom told me don't never hit women, so I don't hit women. That's not a thing. So I grew up, and I didn't hit her, and I never even cursed her out or anything. And I just didn't see her. I went to the military right after school, you know. And I came back years later, and I see this lady. And as much as I wanted to hurt her as a kid, and I vowed, when I see this lady, I'm going to do something. As a kid, immature, not thinking, you know, just emotional, and I want to get my hit back. I didn't have to hit her, you know. I saw her later in life, and life had hit her a lot. It just beat the brakes off this lady. She looks like 40 miles of bad road right now. And you know what? To God be the glory, because you know what? You don't always have to, you know, retaliate with violence. God will show you. He will take care of it for you. So that's my little story. You know what I mean? I don't have a lot of bumps, you know, because again, I was born in Brownsville, rough neighborhood. You know, you think people got to be talking hard, like DMX and all this other bull crap. Nope. Don't got to do all that, you know what I mean? You got to handle yourself, though. You know, my background ain't squeaky clean, you know. And I didn't do football. I didn't do basketball and none of that. I boxed. That was my thing. All I knew was that. And I was trying to live after Floyd Patterson, Eddie Gregory, Pernell Whitaker, Shannon the Cannon, and also I Am Mike Tyson, Brownsville Baby. So that's it. And you know, I'm on a tip with God right now. You know what I'm saying? I gave my life to God a year ago, and that's all I'm at. I try not to curse. I used to curse like a sailor. All the curse words. Now I gotta bite my tongue before I say that because I'm an adult now, and my kids are younger. They don't need to hear that, and it is what it is. You just try to strive to be better. Anyway, sorry for the long, but you asked a story, and I had to unpack it, so I had to relive it, and I had to let you know it's the best way I could give you the answer to that very personal story. I don't ever really talk about me, and I appreciate the comment because that just shows that people actually care about me. You know, I don't really showcase myself. I'm always the guy who, like, hey, look at this and da da da. You know, to me, the plants are the stars. You know, so I just keep it on the plants. But you know, very sentimental thing, and you know, men, we have to always protect ourselves and protect our manhood and such and such and such. And like our women, sometimes they jump out the window and they don't care about anything, and they definitely don't care about respecting men. And you know, and it's gone crazy nowadays. You see the internet world is like everything is like psychological abuse and you know narcissism and this and that. And to me, I believe it's a balance. I think it's psychological. Women are typically psycho, and men, smart men, are typically logical. Sometimes it can be flipped. It's not gender biased, but I just see women get away with a lot. And the reason why I'm touching this is because even though you think you're getting away with stuff, you're not getting away with it. Karma don't have no clock. You can fly around the world, and it's still going to find your address. You can't hide from it. It's inescapable. So it's karma. And like I said, as much as I wanted to get my lick back, I didn't have to do it. Because God Almighty is going to tear you up about me. Because I serve God. That's what it is, homie. So appreciate you, love you, love you, love you, love you all. Give yourself a hug and think of me. Peace and blessings. Thank you for tuning in to my shenanigans, my crazy. So be good to yourself, man. Peace.